just go through the fragrances that I used this month. I used up quite a few, maybe about 10 or 12 different scents. I used up the decants that I received as gifts. This is Manifesto. It is sweet. This is a 2012 release, so it's sweet. But it's sweet in a way where the company's saying, okay, we're going to go sweet, but we want the 30-something plus individuals that want to be sweet and sexy. You know, when I smell Manifesto, I think of a dominatrix. Somebody who is sweet but dangerous. And the name Manifesto, it kind of speaks that to me. And I smell things in here that probably aren't here. I smell like cherries and a cordial, maybe some cordial alcohol in the room. I'm imagining the smell of some kind of smoke and leather in the background, like a suede or something like that. Like I'm saying, I'm painting the picture, but this is a nice fragrance. And if you happen to be a dominatrix, anything you wear is going to be sexy. That's Manifesto. You know, you make it true because it exists in you. That's the scent this is. If you are not sexy outside of your fragrance, I don't think this is going to get you there. But if you are already all that, you know, and, you know, rocking your corset, this is your scent, in my esteemed opinion. If black patent leather is a staple in your wardrobe, Manifesto should be a staple in your fragrance wardrobe. And this is not a work appropriate fragrance. It's just too sensual. It dominates the air. It changes the mood. It makes people think thoughts that they shouldn't be thinking while they're trying to work. And not that the thoughts are one way or another, but whatever the thought is, it's a thought that needs to happen when you're not at work, unless that is your work, you know. And this person is expensive. Okay, this is a L'Occitane. No, this is Juniper Sling by Penhalion. And this is a scent that I just tried in a sample, and it smells like a man's drink, like a gin and tonic with just the right amount of ice in it, and the bartender knows you by name, and you are a rich man. You are a rich man. I smell like a rich man when I wear this, and I'm okay with that, because sometimes I just want to be a boss, you know, and I want to smell like I've been hanging out with the boys, slinging back gin and tonics and making things happen. And that's what this Penhalion's Juniper Sling does for me. I don't know that it's sexy unless power is sexy to you, because it smells like a powerful person. And I like to smell powerful. You know, I don't know if it's an illusion or not, but I just like to smell powerful sometimes. I know for women that's not normally acceptable, but it is often my signature scent. You know, sometimes you just got to go with what you feel inside, you know. Maybe I have Little Woman's, you know, they say maybe I have a female Napoleon's complex, but Juniper Sling, it reminds me of the Rat Pack, you know, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, all of those. This is what they would smell like because of all of the Juniper Slings that they were drinking. Not that they had to buy the fragrance, you know, one for the road show. So that's that one. This is such a beautiful scent. And which scent is it? Okay. VWI. Okay. This is a vanilla West Indies. Yeah, in case you didn't know, these are new scents to me. This is a beautiful West Indies vanilla. On me, it smells like a skin scent. My skin just drinks vanilla. I really have to base my skin with some woods and stuff to hold on to vanilla, and I probably use this decanter 1 or 2 times just so other people could smell it. But it's just the most beautiful sensual vanilla. It smells like vanilla is human somewhere in the islands, you know. Like pudding and gorgeousness. If your skin does not eat vanilla, if you're younger than me and you have a more opulent, oily, glistening skin, maybe you've been using a lot of sunscreen or stuff like that, oils and all that kind of stuff, then I would consider this a clubbing scent for you. I would consider this a great scent to wear on beach dates and different things like that. It smells so innocent and fresh and beautiful, but sexy and alluring and sweet. And, you know, it does smell a little cheap, but men love for women to smell sweet and cheap and sexy at the same time. It's something that they respond to. Give them what they want, ladies. Give them what they want. Y'all, come on, bring it. It's a reasonably priced fragrance. You know, sometimes we all need our cheap Lower East Side hooker smell. You know, you need it. It has to be a part of your life. As such does your rich powerful man smell. Is Lalique. Oh Lord, come on, Connie. It's Lalique. Perles de Lalique. Oh, Pearls of Lalique. I had to switch this to English. It does smell like probably my pearls remind me of. An uptight, stuffy, put together, classy woman. It's a little off-putting for me, and that's how I feel right now. Like I feel like if I were out in the world amongst people, when you have on your pearls and your pearl earrings and you're living in your perfect glass house, you know, and you're a Stepford wife, Lalique Pearls de Lalique would be the perfect fragrance for you. I would say it's a housewife's fragrance, but like those rich housewives with the bad attitudes, Lalique Pearls de Lalique. You know, this would be something they would buy in Beverly Hills and wear, and when you smell it, you would know, okay, I'm dealing with one of them women that will go off if she don't get exactly what she wants, and she has no mercy. That would be this Lalique fragrance. I cannot place what about this Pearls of Lalique makes me smell that, but I do smell pearls, so there's got to be some sand in here, and there's got to be some beach in here, maybe some amber. And then there's some flowers that are like tiara flowers. I don't smell vanilla, maybe some jasmine and stuff like that. But it's very rich, very snobby woman who, you know, never had to do anything for herself in life. She doesn't even drive her own car. She has several cars, but she has drivers that take her in all of them. I did its own fragrance for this one. This is Diptyque Tam Dal. This smells like a spa. It is a woody scent. It is a very grounded scent. It is very expensive, and I highly recommend it. It smells like you have been praying and meditating. You got in touch with God. You've been someplace like traveling maybe through Asia. Tam Da is a town in Vietnam, and this fragrance is wonderful. I really enjoy it. And it's on my list to buy, as are many of these fragrances. Some not. You leave a comment below if you figured out which ones are not for me. This is Jo Malone's Wild Bluebell. This is a watermelon scent, and it is the most realistic watermelon fragrance I have ever tried. That is amazing. I expected to smell bluebells, a sweetness maybe along the line of a violet or some of the floral, but I get a very strong watermelon scent from this. And I also get a bluebell, but the bluebell is just like a carrier for the watermelon scent. If you want to smell like a juicy, sweet watermelon, but not in a fake melon fragrance scent way, this lasts on me for 4 hours, which is as long as I want a watermelon scent to last. Jo Malone is a very expensive house. And I now understand why a lot of people really, really enjoy this fragrance. I would wear this summertime only because on me, it's not a spring fragrance like a bluebell. It's a watermelon scent. So that's what it smells like on me. I don't know if there's watermelon in it. I know there's bluebell in it, and I imagine there are white woods. This is Manifesto La Clotte. And this smells like a fancy restaurant when they bring that dessert table around to you. So it has the original manifesto of a dominatrix. And I guess I'm just going here because I'm going to stay here. This reminds me of the call girls that I used to run into in Beverly Hills. I used to go to this restaurant that Arnold Schwarzenegger went to in Beverly Hills. I can't think of the name of it right now. Pentagon or something like that. And there would be all these young, beautiful women that were dressed like tramps with all of these old men that looked like sugar daddies. And one day, and I was paying my own way. I was a professional woman, not that profession. But in any event, the maitre d' or something explained to me one time, oh yeah, all the call girls demand that their tricks bring them to Beverly Hills to dine at all these fancy restaurants. So we are accustomed to seeing young, beautiful women with old, fat, balding men that just don't look like they're in their level. And the women, you can tell that they are working girls, not professional girls, but working girls in a profession. And so I would be there getting this high tea, and they would have like all these desserts, cream puffs and tiramisu, a little coffee, a little tea, all these different eclat desserts. But then you would smell this rich, expensive perfume like the Manifesto. If you want the dessert smell and the rich woman smell, of a dominatrix, Manifesto Eclat. But you will smell a little high-end call girlish. You will smell like you were in a Beverly Hills hotel with a sugar daddy whose money is not an object because he paid $10,000 for you to be there. So what's another $500 on dinner and alcohol if he gets his money worth at the end of that? Manifesto La Clotte. Okay, so now you have my interesting and humorous opinions about these fragrances that I thoroughly enjoyed. And they are all wonderful fragrances. But for me, the Juniper by Penhellens is one to have. Tam Dao by Diptyque is one I'm pining for. Manifesto Eclat, because we all need to smell like we have a sugar daddy somewhere. Even my sugar daddy is Jesus Christ. God is my provider, so I can do that. And maybe Pearls Lalique. Maybe sometimes I just want to smell like I'm a rich housewife someplace. I don't know, but all these fragrances are just really good, and they are all nice to me because they were given to me by friends that thought I would enjoy them, and they were right. So, there's something to that, I don't feel compelled to run out and buy anything because my coffers are full right now, and I want to enjoy what I have, but I'm going to continue sharing with you what that is.